What?
Where we on now?
Oh, Lord, here we go.
It's on now, popping now.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to
The itis.
the itis. Myself, Tony.
X.
And Dave.
We got some to talk about for you today. Nah, we're discussing friendships between men and women, and we're gonna probably dive into the
Boundaries.
boundaries
Boundaries of friendship.
of friendship. Okay, and we'll say that. X say the boundaries of friendship, and also for you deadbeat daddies out there, we're gonna have a little conversation about that.
We have to be deadbeat parents because some women can be deadbeat.
True,
So
but it's
it-
mostly guys though.
No.
It's mostly
I'm
guys.
not gonna put that on the guys because okay, let me do this. How do I put this? Women. How did it go?
Yeah, I want to hear this.
How did it go?
Women the ones taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, women want to take care of the kids, but they choose who they deal with.
So that doesn't. What does that mean?
I mean, that we don't have that choice. We take anybody come along.
Yes, we do have that choice. You have a choice to mess with whoever you want to. You choose a little dusty, rusty, crusty, whatever girl you got.
Don't do that. Don't call them that.
Damn.
I'm not talking about every woman.
Okay.
They know who they are.
Because I love my dusty, crusty.
You do. You probably would. But they know who they are. I'm not. I'm not talking about the women who take care of their kids, who are mothers to their kids. You got some women out here that don't do nothing for their kids, where the father has custody of them. I know that for a fact because my son does.
Okay, but so I think it was back in 1960. I know you should know this. Back in 1960,
You really should.
when it was the remove the man from the what's it called, the no man in the house rule. 1960.
How many times did they move you?
It was 1960.
Never.
The rule was 1960.
Was that 60s or
It was
the 70s?
It was the 1960s.
60s, because it started going on
welfare
strong in the
thing,
70s.
It was the 1960, and they got it overturned. I think between 63 to 65, the Supreme Court overturned it.
Okay.
But I think that's what these women today are still going by, where they feel that they're independent and they don't need a man, and they're not thinking about the child. They're thinking about themselves.
But in that ruling, the government got involved and said you can't have a man in your house. So what other options do they have but to?
When the government got involved, they said we would give you this grant money, these food stamps to take care of your household, as long as you don't have a man in there. If you got a man in there, then you know you're not deserving of this. You can get this. And that's almost partly true to this day, because if a woman apply for assistance with a baby, the first thing they ask is, where's the kid father at?
Right.
And then they would go after the kid father if the woman don't want to.
Right. You get
The assistance.
get the money. Right.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it's called the man in the house rule.
yes.
And when did it come out?
1960. Said, but in 1960, Supreme Court ruled. Instead, the rule was struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court in 1968. Case King versus Smith. Huh?
He said, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, finally looked up something that he's talking about. And that was for the welfare thing.
Yeah,
it was
right.
basically, like you said, for welfare. That started in 68 and did, like, as to your point, it was going on in the 70s. But through the 1960s, they had put that man in the house rule, where no man could be in the house if he was collecting welfare. But let me ask you this question.
Then, though?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
You can get the
Well,
women
just say,
part.
but in the 1960s,
Are you talking about in a sense of race?
Right.
oh,
I wouldn't go back. I would say after World War II, most of the women was white.
Right. Because we weren't getting assistance
Yeah.
like that.
yeah.
Black folks, black women weren't getting assistance like
But
that.
then the women, when
I
it
think ours
came
came
to the
from
women, when it came to the women movement, they feel they were just the same as the white woman, so they don't need a black man in the house either.
It's like you said, it's a trickle down effect.
Yeah, it's a trickle down thing. It's still going on today.
I don't think today.
Yes, it is.
I don't. No. Hold on.
Okay,
I don't think today is so much as they want to follow that rule. Let's just use that rule. I think so much today it is women now feel that they don't need a man because they can do everything themselves.
Right.
I don't think it has nothing to do with the welfare system. As far as that ruling, you know what I'm saying, or as far as going and saying man in a house. I think it's just the fact that women feel that they can do what a man can do. They try to pass laws to give them equal pay and all that, which I think they deserve. I really do. But in that same breath, the women to me feel that they don't need a man because I can do it without you.
And that's why I go back to say that the woman is being very selfish. Now that you have this kid involved, it's not about you anymore. So if you feel that you can do it yourself, then give that kid to the father, then let him take care of it.
I get that part, but what about the fact that you got these women, these men out here that don't step up to the plate and do their job with their own? I'm not just talking about somebody you just meet. I'm talking about the ones who had babies with these, because I know a lot of these guys out here now will not take care of their kid. And most of these women, a lot of women, just to keep a man, they'll take care of the kid and the man in the house.
Well, see, that's why I think that the system should get involved in. If you got a woman out there who's not letting her, or not, the man is not involved in the kid's life or not taking care of the kid, and she's okay with that, I think the system need to get involved. So, well, if you're not going to do nothing, then why should we?
What at one point does in a relationship does this discovery about this man not being jack, that they don't pick this, they don't get these signals? Because my thing is this: you're the woman, you're in a relationship with somebody. You can't read signals about how this man is, especially if he already has kids and he ain't taking care of them. Why would you involve yourself in that situation and not
having kids with him?
Right, by having kids with him, and you see he's not, he's not prone to take care of his existing kids.
And to piggyback off that, Gabe, what I would tell my daughters, and I got 4 of them, what I would tell my daughters is, listen, the way you can judge a man, seriously, see how he treats his mother.
Yeah.
See how he treats his mother. Most time, 90% of the time, I don't say all the time, because you got some knuckleheads that's very disrespectful to their moms.
Right.
But 90% of the time, if a man value and treats his mother with love and respect, he's gonna do that to that woman because his mother's instilled that in him, or his father has instilled how you're supposed to treat a woman. You see what I'm saying? When you go out there and you have these babies, and you say, I'm good enough, or she's good enough to lay down with me, we produce a child. How come that child is not good enough to get that same love from you by taking care of that child? Because you feel, I'm mad at her, I'm going to hurt her by not taking care of him or her, the baby.
The woman do the same thing. Right.
I don't know many women that, I'm not saying it doesn't happen with the women, because let me take it back. I do know one woman who doesn't take care of her kid. But what I'm saying is, it happens more with the men than it does the woman. Listen, I got 6 kids.
But I would go back to what Dave said. I'll pick it back over what Dave said. It's a red flag in the beginning.
Right.
That they're not
looking
looking
at. Right.
Yeah, listen.
Right. Especially if the man got kids already.
Right.
You see he's spending all the time with you and ain't talking about the kids, ain't going over the kids,
Ain't doing nothing.
complaining about the kids, but all the time with you. Then you have a kid with him.
Right.
To me, you got what you deserve.
Right. And I agree with Dave, and agree with you too, sir. Also, my thing is, I'm not gonna say you got what you deserve, but you knew what the consequences was before you did it, because you see, he got this baby over here. He never talks about it. He never said, let me go pick him up. He said, he never said, let's bring him over here so we all can do something together.
Right.
Then you turn around, you have a kid by him. You think that your stuff is that much better.
Right.
It's gonna change him, but it's not, because it's in him not to do nothing for his other kid. He dang sure ain't gonna do nothing for you or that child. So what makes you believe that he's just changed, or your stuff is that good and it's gonna make him like, okay, all of a sudden I want to take care of my kid?
Okay, so what's the solution?
Well, another thing you gotta look at, these women, not all, they get into these relationships with these guys, and they feel, well, I don't think he's gonna marry me, or I don't think he's gonna do right by me, so I'm just gonna trap him, get a kid involved, maybe it turn around.
That makes it worse.
Right.
That makes it worse.
And then the guy, like, I didn't want no kids with you. I was just trying to hit it and quit it. You know, I didn't want to have no kids with you.
But see, that's the issue right there. You don't want a child with this woman. Strap up. Strap up. So when she gets pregnant, you can't get upset.
Right.
You can't say I was trapped, because you knew all along that you did not want a kid.
Right.
So I like having sex with this woman. I love me and her sex vibes are great, but I don't want no kid.
Right.
So what do? Strap up.
Right.
Now, if she telling you she don't want you to wear condoms, then you got a problem.
Right.
You have to determine, do I want to keep doing this and get a kid? Because that's what's going to happen.
Right.
You're going to have to determine that. But if you man like you say you are, and you saying I don't want no kid, then strap up.
Right.
Strap up. I mean, I lived it. I'm one of the people. I've lived that. I said I didn't want a kid, but I never strapped up. Look what happened. No, so don't. What I'm saying is, you can't blame a man. Can't blame a man for a woman getting pregnant. A woman can't blame a man for a woman she getting pregnant.
Right.
There's always alternatives to stop it.
And a woman got more
Yes.
options.
Yes.
So to speak.
Yeah.
I think I strapped up and poke holes in my own thing, because that was just what I want to do before she do it.
You said what?
Poked holes in the condom before she.
So you wanted a baby?
No, you understand it. I wanted to beat her to it. I poked holes in my own
Yes,
to
sir.
beat her to it.
So he said she had to do it to him. He got her first.
I wanted to beat her to it, so I was poke holes.
So, but you knew you was having a baby then, right?
No, you understand? No, not all the time. I thought I was sterile.
You a sterile lie. You black enough to be sterile, but
He
you.
tell me he wasn't in the room with me.
I sure was.
I'm just trying to beat her to the punch. You know what I'm saying, Dave? So she don't get over on me. Okay.
But she's still getting over it because who paying child support?
Huh?
Wait a minute, you didn't want to get over on her. So let me ask you this question:
Huh?
Who paying child support?
See, that's why I don't talk to him. He think he's detective too.
I'm just saying. Who's paying child support? Huh?
I did.
Okay. So you was the dummy to do that, to poke the holes in it just to get one up on her.
At that time, I don't think I was dumb. I was trying to get over on her before she get over on me. I was trying to beat her to the punch.
So how was they getting over on her?
Look, don't be asking me no motherfucking question like that.
I'm just asking you a question. How was they getting over on her?
I don't know.
I-E-I-E-I-O-E-A-I-O-U.
E-I, big I, B-O-D-O.
A-double-I-double-I, creed I.
This is what I gotta work with.
I'm just saying though, we can't go back to the man in the house. I know we talk about deadbeat dads and stuff like that. Me personally, I believe, and I really hadn't read into the 1960 law and then the 1968 Supreme overturning, but I believe, me personally, if a man ain't being a man, you got to go.
Okay, then that goes,
And I ain't just talking about the house.
but that goes back to who's raising these boys into men.
These women are.
Okay, then, so some of these women are raising men that they don't want to deal with.
Okay.
And they send them out there on the society.
Most of these women that are raising these young boys to become men are doing it purposely wrong because of the lack of love that they have for the father.
Right.
They have an anger against the father for him either leaving or just not being
Just
around.
not being around, right?
Or not being able to be controlled. Because
That too.
you know you can't be controlled.
Who?
Somebody behind him?
He said, "Ooh,
Yeah, he said, ooh.
he was it out."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be controlled.
I rest my case.
But no, in the same token of me not being controlled, I'm gonna take care of my responsibilities. I got 6 kids.
Hey,
6 kids.
I'm sorry. That part, y'all, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tori. Go ahead.
Okay, Kevin.
Go ahead, Tori. Sorry about that.
Okay, Kevin. All my children are grown now. But the fact remains, none of their mother could tell you that I wasn't a father. I didn't take care of them. None of them could do that. And I had a good job. When I started the post office back in, 97, something like that? I took care of my kids regardless, man. I'm not like back then, you know how many brothers would quit their job so they didn't have to pay that?
Right.
I went through hell and high water paying child support, but I never stopped paying for my kids, man. Because here's my thing, and my theory only maybe. She didn't make that baby by herself. When she got pregnant, I had something to do with that. So if I have something to do with that, I have something to do with raising them, taking care of it, and beyond that. See, and that's my issue because with my kid's mother, I never had a problem seeing my kids. She never kept them away. They never kept them away from me. They never said this. They never said that. My kids, to this day, are in my life. I'm in their life. I'm in my grandkids' life. But that comes from the product of me being there when they first came out into the world.
So
you see what I'm saying?
They saw you.
They saw me.
Right. So they had. There's nothing that she could have said, against you.
Right.
That they would no.
Right.
That ain't.
Unless they was weak-minded and said, yeah,
Right.
okay, you're right, Ma.
But
So
that-
I got
but
one
they-
of them that's
they
act like
would've-
that.
You do?
Yeah, I got one of my kids that act like that.
Hey.
My son, my youngest son, my baby boy. I ain't seen him since he was 13 because of some stuff his mother put in his head. He has some issues that his mother put in his head. Because when it first happened, I'm thinking like, maybe I did do something. But when you stop talking to your siblings, it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me doing something to you. It was what your mama was feeding you in your head.
Right. So do you think he would ever come around?
At this point in my life, I don't really care. I know that sounds hard and whatever.
No, I get it. I
don't.
get it.
I reached out to my son twice. My kids, my two youngest daughters reached out to him. Nothing. And it was so funny because I had one daughter I didn't know nothing about and found out about. I think I told y'all.
I was with you then.
Yeah, and I found out about her. I'm more close to her than I am with him. And I had missed 15 years of her life. My baby's 25 now. We try to talk at least once a week because she's out there somewhere else. I ain't gonna give her a location, but she's out there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But she's doing well. But I'm saying my relationship with her is better than one that I helped raised until he came with this bull crap. So I'm not gonna say that every father or every man is a deadbeat. I'm talking about the ones who just won't do anything about it. I know people who got kids right around the corner from them. Don't go do nothing. Won't go see
So
them.
again, like I said, a lot of these guys feel like, you trying to trap me. I didn't want no kids with you. I didn't want none with you.
But I'm with Tony on that one there.
If you know you don't want no kids,
Then you're
strap
supposed to,
up.
right. But then, like I said,
don't be
the
intimate.
mentality is, hey, I was just trying to hit it.
Okay,
So I'm not gonna have shit to do with you or the kids.
But here's the thing, even in just trying to hit it, strap up, not just for a kid.
Right.
You got AIDS, you got all these diseases out here.
Right.
Strap up because of that then, bro.
Right.
Now, if you with a woman you've been with for 5 years, now that may be an issue.
Right.
You still don't want kids, but she do or something like that, y'all need to have a serious conversation.
Right,
Or
right.
y'all need to go y'all separate ways.
Right.
Because if she's stuck on having a kid and you're not, it's not going to work.
Right.
Because that's in her mindset. That's in her mentality. That's what she want to do. And you want
at a certain age.
Right. And you at a certain age, woo, 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 and you like, no, I ain't doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to balance it out. But these brothers out here nowadays, from what I'm seeing, they don't care.
So what would you tell your daughters?
Run. When a guy shows you who he is, trust and believe. That's who he is. He is not going to change. And vice versa. If a woman shows you who she is, trust me, that's who she is. You can't change nobody. People got to change themselves.
If you got any sense, like I said, and another, if you got any sense, talk to your people.
Yeah.
Talk to somebody in your family. Look, I got this situation.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to talk to somebody.
Bingo.
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 You can't figure it out on your own. And talk, like I said, talk to somebody, your mother, your father, somebody. Talk to them, just try to get an understanding. Look, I don't understand.
What should I do?
Yeah, what should I do?
You don't
Hey,
come
I
to
mean, everybody gonna get hurt, but to involve 18 more years or longer, really. You can't even say 18. It's 18 and more.
It's more.
Right. By producing a child to call yourself trying to trap this man or force this man into continuing to be there for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But like I said, talk to somebody.
So at what age do you start talking to your kids, male,
About-
boy or girl, about relationships? About the relationship?
As soon as they think they get one. As soon as they think they like the other, as soon as they think they like the opposite sex.
Right.
I'm trying to say, wouldn't that be
And
a
it's
different?
young now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a different talk? Not about the birds
It's a
and the bees.
progressive talk. It's a progressive talk.
Right, but not about the bird. Not the conversation about the
No,
birds and the bees,
No,
but the
just-
conversation about relationship, respecting each other in relationships.
That's a progressive talk.
Right.
Because if
Yeah.
I'm 13, 14, I'm not going to do the same thing or know the same things as 16, 17, 18.
Right. Right.
So it's a progressive talk. You talk to them at 13, 12, and 13, 14 when they think they like somebody
Right.
because that's a like thing.
Right.
Now 16, 17, 18, they like and now they want to have sex with somebody. That's when they start feeling themselves like, oh, I want him or oh, I want her, boom, boom, boom. That's when you have, and then not just the birds because the birds bee should have been back here. This is when you tell them what happens. You show them, it was somebody, I can't think who it was, but it was an individual that showed their kid what happens if you catch a disease. And showed them slides of the diseases. Seriously. That turned that person off. That turned that baby off from having a relationship at that age. Now, they weren't having a relationship in their 20s, though. But at that young age, they weren't trying to hear that. But as they got older, they progressed and they found out what it was really all about. Yeah, mama was just telling me so I wouldn't do this. Got it. It worked. But everybody don't listen.
What about our schools? Because our schools are teaching the kids more so than what they learn at home.
Well,
Remember when we grew
all
up?
had health.
We had help,
education,
yeah.
But they don't have that. They don't have it like that. I don't think they have it like
I
that.
think they took them programs.
Yeah, we had health class,
Right.
and it taught us about all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't think they have that in schools now, man. And I think that's what's the problem is.
So basically, you just getting a one-sided story if you're in a single-parent home.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna believe that because there's nothing else to object to it.
You don't hear nothing but the mother
side,
for the
right?
most part.
And if she's one of them bitter old women,
Right.
you really, it's
You gonna
bad.
be a bitter-
It's messed up for you.
you gonna be a
You gonna
bitter
bitter child, right? Because she ain't doing nothing but feeding you negativity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you look at it, everything she says is not actual and factual. You know what I'm saying? So when these women,
But then again, like I said, I mean, there's some women like I know, like I said, you wouldn't bring if you're raising a daughter or a son, especially a daughter, you're not gonna bring that man that you're seeing around like that. You let the daughter know that I'm dating this person, but you're not like.
You need to be no interaction between the two.
Right. But you would let them know that you date them. You let them know we date. Okay, and of course it's a sexual relationship with this person. So when this child wakes up in the morning, this person ain't there, or if he's there, he's fully clothed, and it's just like, okay, he's just visiting or whatever. But you don't bring into that. You don't bring the.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You don't bring that atmosphere into your child.
Right.
But those are for women who have morals.
Right.
What about the ones who don't?
Right.
And
See,
that's what we're talking about,
Right.
man.
That's
the
the
ones
problem
who
there.
don't have morals,
Right.
who don't care
Right.
if this brother is wake up and he walks around in his drawers,
Right.
and you looking at him like,
Right. Like, who
and you got daughters.
Right.
I had an incident with that. Yeah. She was with her kids. Well, now they got 2 kids together now. But yeah, he walked around. It just so happened I came over to the house to visit my daughters or see my kids for something. And I seen brother walking around. Honest to God, I walked in the house and I said, my man, I said some words. I said, my man, you gonna put some pants on, some shorts or something? Right. Oh man, I don't know. My daughter at the time was 10 years old. Right. Nigga, you not walking around here with looking like that in front of my daughter? What's wrong with you? Right. He wound up putting on because I didn't leave until you did put on some clothes. Now when I left, what he did,
freaking sense he wouldn't be doing that anyway.
Exactly, because that's not your child.
Right.
And me and my kid's mother got into it about that.
Right.
And I wanted to knock her out, but I don't hear women. But the fact remains, you even allow this to happen.
Right.
You allow this to happen, and that is my whole thing. What you said is so absolutely right. I'm not gonna have no man in front of my kid. I'm not gonna do this. He's not spending the night, or if he does, when they wake up, they fully clothed. All that didn't happen, man. That didn't happen. And I had to put my foot down in another house.
Right.
But that was my child.
Right.
I don't want her thinking it's okay for a man that she doesn't really know, or just because her mother dating somebody, he can walk around with just his underwear on.
Right.
I didn't do it when me and your mom was together.
Right.
I didn't do none of that. Matter of fact, when my girls was younger, I didn't walk around the house without my shirt on.
Right.
I had a shirt on.
Right.
And these are my daughters.
Right.
But I had a shirt on when I walked around. They had some shorts and a shirt. No, you don't do that.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How many baby mamas do you have?
3.
Out of your kids' mothers, which one in a relationship came back and asked you for some money, to borrow money, and he was in a relationship with someone else?
Which one? Oh, how many of them?
All of them did that?
Yeah, pretty much.
You loaned them money?
It's not the fact I loaned. Okay, my oldest kid's mother, their lights had got cut off. I got their lights turned back on. Not because of her. It's because the kids was there.
Okay, but what I'm trying to get at is not how much you loaned them, but if they had a dude with them, why did you do it?
Because of my kids.
Was the dude there?
Yeah.
You're a kid.
Well, how do you feel about that?
How do you feel? I didn't care how you felt about it. Because apparently you couldn't do it, so you shouldn't feel no way about it.
Right. So you're going to make sure You're going to make sure the kids.
My babies was in that house.
This is not a question for you. Okay.
But I'm just saying.
You're a white collar husband.
Right, you've been married 80 years.
Yeah, this is not a question
It's
for
not
you.
for you,
So
bro.
you stop it.
Yeah. But no, I did it.
That's like me asking you about owning cats.
And you never own a cat, you got dogs.
You got dogs.
But no,
Had cats before.
but my
That's not part of the question.
response to that was, I didn't think about him. I didn't care about him. I didn't care about what he said.
So did you loan him the money or you gave him the money?
No, I went down and paid it myself.
But okay, which one asked you for a loan and you gave it to him?
That one, and Nene Mom.
And while he was dealing with another man,
Yeah.
and you gave it to him.
Well, I take that, not that one. The oldest kid's mother, and I think my son's mother. Yeah.
So why can't you do it now?
Now, because my kids don't
Kids
live
are
with me.
grown.
I don't with another one.
Because I'm not. Because I know. Hold on. We got, first of all, they were able to get it because we have a child together.
Right.
Or children together.
So that's what-
So we have some ties.
Right.
We have
So
ties.
for anyone out there
Anyone,
like
one of my exes now?
female friend, ex,
No.
co-worker.
If a coworker, if somebody asks me now and they would say, "Hey, can I borrow some money?" I'm not gonna say no. What I am gonna say is, if we've had some kind of friendship, whereas we've communicated, I'm always talking to you, or we've been around each other, we do things together, and just as friends. I ain't talking about sleeping with each other. I'm just saying, as friends, we do things as friends. You calling to check on me, see how I'm doing, is everything going okay with you? You know, how's life treating you? We having conversation on a daily, or not even daily, 2-3 times out the week. You calling, we checking on each other, that kind of stuff. What's your problem? First, you got to tell me what the dilemma is for you. You see what I'm saying? If you got a boyfriend, and I know what your situation is, like we talk all the time, we on the phone, we chopping it up, not sexually, but I know how you feeling, where you coming from, and what's going on in your relationship. If you ask to borrow, and it's got to be borrowed, because I'm not giving you anything because you got a man.
Right.
But if you ask to borrow some money from me, yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
Is there a limit?
Yes, a limit.
How much is the limit?
Whatever he got.
What have I got to lend you?
Right. It ain't like he
Nigga ain't gonna like, oh
he
yeah,
gonna
give you
go to the
10,000.
bank.
Right.
He ain't
I'm gonna
go
pull
to
out
the bank.
10,000 and give it to
Right.
you. No, it ain't that.
No, it goes
It's a limit to
if
whatever I got. If I got it,
Right.
you can't come to me and say, and you ain't talking to me and say,
Oh no, I can't do that.
he can't do that, man. But listen,
I can't do that.
you can't come to me, we ain't talk, we ain't discuss nothing, say, can I borrow $1,000? You can't do that. You can't do that to me, man.
Someone just came and asked you for $1,000. What?
But yeah, you can't do that. You can't call and say, oh, can I borrow $1,000? I ain't heard from you in a month of Sundays.
Right.
We cool, but only when you want to be cool.
Right.
No, we not doing that. I can't give you no money. I can't loan you, lend you, send you, bring, none of that.
Well, what about you?
What about
my
you, brother?
Well, I'm a $40 kind of guy. So you have to do for me as I do for you, and we can go get some stuff done. But if I loan you the money, to be seriously, if I loan you the money and you got to give me a payback time, I want it all back in the same way I gave it to you.
There you go.
Right.
I don't want that funky money.
Yep.
You know how to get that funky money? Give your funky $20. It wasn't funky when I
When
gave
you
it to
needed
you.
it, right.
I don't want that funky money. 'Cause I didn't give you no funky money. But if you ask me, like you said, we cool. I ain't got no problem lending to you. But I'm lending it to you. I know your situation with your old dude, and he can't do it. I'm lending it to you. I'm lending it to both of y'all. Because if you don't give my money back, I'm gonna tell him that I lent it to y'all. So that way he ain't got no problem knowing where it came from. Because you won't get it again.
But if you cool with that individual, he'll probably know that you lend it to him. So let's say you cool with that individual. You lend her $1,000 to whatever. You lend her some money. She doesn't pay you back. What's your options?
I'm gonna give her another chance.
So that means you'll lend her some more money?
No. I'm talking about another chance to pay me back. Okay, you can't pay me back, but this time, what's the situation? Okay, well, let's move it up to such and such date. Then after that, probably take it to court.
Okay. Because I was saying the same thing. My answer to that would be, you don't give me the money when you say you're gonna pay me back. And like you said, I don't want it in increments. I want it all at once because I gave it to you all at once. So you don't give it to me that. I'll do what you say. Okay, we'll move it up maybe a month at the latest. You'll do that. And if he doesn't know, I'm going to tell him, you and your girl owe me this money. So now you don't want to pay me? Because, a lot of people, Like,
You ain't supposed to tell
I
nobody
tell you,
else about this.
this is why, like you said, I'm taking you to court. This is why when you loan people money, you know it's kind of sketchy with it. You make them do a promissory note. And I don't care what nobody say. Oh, I got to do this. Yes, you do. Because I want my money. This is money I've earned somehow. Whatever way I've gotten it, I've earned this money. You getting it for free.
Right.
I want it paid back.
Right.
I ain't throwing no interest or nothing on it. I just want my money.
Want my money back.
That's all I want. I want my money back.
And if they
Women-
got issues with that,
Then you don't need it.
No, right? You
Well,
don't
I don't
Because
think-
you're not gonna pay me
Right.
back if you got
No
issues with it.
intentions.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
don't think they should be borrowing money they can't pay back in the first place.
Well, yeah.
People do it all the time.
Yes, I know that.
A lot of people borrow money for houses, can't pay it back. That's why they go in foreclosure. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, good people who have a good heart or just good people. When you borrow the money when these females borrow the money, a lot of them do have good intentions on paying it back. Some of them don't have intentions on paying it back at all. Because you'll get somebody say, let me this amount of money and I'll pay you back in a month and a half. Month and a half come, then something else come up. But that's not my problem.
Right.
Pay me my
Promise
money when something else, but see, when you pay me my money, something else come up, you can borrow it again.
Yes.
Think of it like that.
Yes.
Think of it like
If
that.
I see you
If I
willing
see
to
that
pay
you're
me
willing to
back,
pay me,
right.
I ain't got
On
no
time,
problem.
Any problem?
I ain't got no problem
Right.
giving you no more
You
money.
establish a relationship like that.
There you go.
You know,
You establish that you're
I
a
know
good
I can
paying
trust
person.
you.
There you go. And if when let's say you borrow money from me, and you know that time is coming up, at least call me. Hey, I can't make it. I couldn't do it.
Right.
This came up. Can I give you something? Nah, like I said, I go back to I want all man at one. But I'll take something.
They figure they pride getting away or whatever. I don't say nothing.
But I think that should be the first call when you realize
Right.
you can't pay. Hold, let me call this dude. I'll borrow this money from him. This done came up. My house caught on fire, whatever. My car broke down.
Right.
Hey, look, my man. I was on my way to pay you money. My car broke down. You want to see the car broke down? I got to get the car fixed. In order for me to make more money to pay you back your money, do you mind holding on a minute?
Right.
Let me put this money towards the car.
That's a conversation that needs to be had.
Yes.
But women, people, I ain't gonna just say women, people in general don't do
They
that.
don't do that, right.
They try to duck and dodge from
Right.
it. Now with these women that borrow money, I think a lot of them believe that because they got something down here that'll wipe their debt out. But like I tell people, when you establish the difference between down here and my moolah, I don't care what you got down here. I want some of my money. Because a lot of women will say, okay, can we go out? We can, we go out and we do some things. For what?
We didn't go out before I gave
We ain't
you
got
money.
enough before I gave you the money. And then now, hold on. You got something to say? Hey, we do this and do that. Let me come over your house and let me have a conversation. Let's talk. For the money. That's what we as dudes let the bottom part of our brain, mess with the top part. And you will say, shoot, yeah, come on through. Woo, woo, woo. And y'all had that one moment, and she think she don't owe you nothing.
Paid off.
She paid off.
She paid it off.
But you think I'm gonna pay give you $2,000, $3,000 in that for a piece? Ain't no good enough for me to be just dishing my money out like that. I worked hard for my money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm retired now, but I still get my money the way I get it. Not to just give it to you, and you.
I think that's another thing. I think some of our friends look at the fact and say, well, oh, they retired. They ain't doing nothing with their money. Let me get it anyway.
Yeah.
They get in your pockets before you get in your
Yeah.
pockets.
Oh, yeah.
Because they looking at you saying, well, all he's doing is just riding around. He ain't doing nothing. You don't know what I'm
But
doing.
you don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know where I'm going.
You don't know what bill I'm paying. You don't know what's in my pocket.
But like I said, they assume that you retired now.
Yeah, like you
You
said.
getting free money. You ain't working nowhere.
Yeah.
All your bills should be already paid off. Blase, 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 blase. All they look at the free money now.
Yeah.
But see, here's that.
Coming home with power.
And
Piles and piles of money.
Piles and piles of money.
And it's dark piles.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Real dark piles.
Make you able to walk.
Uh-huh. Make it stretch out loud.
What you were saying? Now you forgot.
No, I did. I was just saying, you two are idiots.
You done forgot.
No, I didn't. You still two are idiots. What I'm saying is, when you get these women who are like that and you know they like that, and you tell them no, they get such an attitude. Like, oh, this and you didn't want this. No, baby girl, it's not that I don't want this. I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for this. I'm not giving you no money so we can lay up with each other.
The guy at the house is not paying for it, and he's
Thank you.
there.
And he right there.
He's
he
right
can't
there.
give you the money, but he's getting it for free. So you want me to pay for this? Nah, we not doing that. Because first of all, I'm not giving you no money. I'm not lending you any money. Because 9 times out of 10, the person, and you'll know, the person who asks you for the money, you'll know if they can pay you back. Because they got a history. They had a history. It may not be with you, but they got a history with somebody else. I bet it's somebody you know that both of y'all know that can tell you, man, she ain't paying me my money back, man. She ain't paying me my money back. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know people like that. And I guarantee you, that's why she didn't go to that person and that person to say, hey.
Burn them bridges.
Yeah, because them bridges have been knocked down. Because you can't go back. But let's go back to what you said earlier. If you show me that you can pay it, or, like you said, hey, I got something going on. My car broke down. The money I was going to pay you with, I cannot use it to pay this to get this car loan. Me, I'm going to tell you what I tell them. No, you can't. Give me the money. I'll give it back to you. I know that sounds stupid and crazy, but you've paid me. Now you're taking out another loan.
Yes.
Right.
I'll give it back to you. That's all. But you showing me that you've paid me. You know what I'm saying? Because some people say that and be lying.
Banks do it all the time.
Banks are, give me the money. Excuse me. Give me the money that you owe me, the $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. You say you have it. Bring it to me. Nah. And I know, like I said, it sound crazy. But the next day
makes
I'll
sense.
call you. Say, hey, here's the $3,000 you gave me that you need. Bam. Now we got a new loan.
Right.
We make new negotiations for it. We got a new time frame for it. You pay me on this day. Now you still get your car fixed. Or whatever bill that's coming. You still can take care of that. That's all I'm saying.
Like I said,
That shows a good...
you show a good rapport.
There you go. It shows a good rapport with that. But these women so quick to say, you know, oh, I throw this nigga some coochie and, oh, we good. One thing I heard from an older lady is, women should never be broke. Because of that. Women should never be broke. To a degree, I kind of sort of agree with them. And when I say that, I don't mean go out there being a hoe. What I mean is you got a man. If you that good to him, not just down here, but overall, he gonna bust his ass to make sure you got everything you need. You ain't gonna have to go to nobody else because he's gonna take care of it. Guess what he gonna do? He see that this is lacking. He gonna give him another job. He gonna do some hustle, something, so that this household does not go without.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't go without. That's my thing. That's why it goes back to what we were saying. Women always tell me they don't need a man, but you do. You do. And vice versa. Men need women. We need them. Just as much they need us. We need each other. But until both of us, man and woman, figure it out that we need each other, we gonna always be separate. Women's gonna always be saying that I don't need no man, I can do this on my own.
I'll disagree. In Tyler Perry movies, he shows you that some same-sex couples are doing it just as good.
Let's still up to where we get the same sex stuff from, man?
Tyler Perry.
But that's, I don't even want to touch on that because we probably get thrown off the air if I started talking. You still missing it, man. Damn, it's right there. You on air. I'm sorry. You live, Debbie.
Did he see that?
Yeah, they see it. If they ain't see it, they gon' see it. You such an idiot. You such an idiot. I don't want to talk about no Tyler Perry and what his movie's about, man. Because a lot of that stuff is...
Stop watching them damn movies, man. Damn.
Tyler Perry does not depict the black person. The black...
With you this time.
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
Tyler Perry, it's over there, man.
Right there. Right
Man, this
there.
podcast's not
Telling
gonna
you.
be... He can't
Oh,
see it, it's
yo.
bad skin. He can't see
Oh,
it.
damn.
It blends in with him.
I thought he ate it.
I thought I did too.
He sucked it up. You told now? You just... No wonder you been married so long.
Right, that nigga sucking up everything.
Hey, you talking about Trump.
Better hope
Bubba.
hey, better hope her insides are still there.
Right, the way you sucked it.
Here we go.
That brother supposed suck it up.
To talk about 47.
We're not talking about him.
the
No,
way
let that go.
The way he's
Yeah, you did. Yeah, your wife inside should be gone. Your wife inside should be no. But no, the Tyler Perry does not depict black people.
But most of the stuff
It's a facade.
but most of the stuff that's on TV right now is dealing with same sex.
Yeah.
And you saying that women are talking about they don't need men, and men are some talking about they don't need women. But in our society right now, our entertainment is about same sex, basically.
Not everything.
Not everything I'm saying, but if you look at most of our black shows, to me it's genocide. It's about same sex. There's not a black show on right now. Name one that's on right now that have a gay environment.
I couldn't tell you because I don't really watch television like that. I'm normally if I am watch
What's that
TV,
show,
it's about old movies.
The neighborhood with,
Blackish?
no, the neighborhood.
Well, say it.
With Sid.
Yeah, they don't have nothing there.
I never saw that.
Yeah, watch that. I don't think they have
I knew
it.
you would watch that because that's more.
No, I see when I'm at the gym.
Yeah, that's more towards.
You see who?
I watch it. I see it on my
Yeah,
gym.
yeah, that's more towards.
Well, but you have to understand this too. The world we live in now. I don't know why we're getting on this subject, but the world we live in now,
He forced us.
everything you see on television promotes gay, promotes homosexuality.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
It's
say.
like, no, I get you on that. It's like, it's not just in the black community, though. This is what I'm trying to make you understand.
That's true.
It's not just in the black community. Everything is about, it's about homosexuality. Everything. I mean, the first time, which I was proud, the first time I seen a black and white married man and woman was in a Cheerios commercial. And I looked, I said, what?
Oh yeah,
He married to his
you
wife.
talking about last year?
No, it's been
Years ago?
yeah, the first time I seen a black and white couple as being in a relationship. They do it often now. They often do it now.
Right.
But when I first seen it years and years ago, it was a Cheerios commercial where it depicted a white man and a black woman. They were married and they had the little kid. You could tell because he had the fuzzy hair. It showed right there the husband and but it still goes back to what we was talking about as we begin. The topic was about men being out the house. Women feeling that they don't want any man or they don't need any man. A lot of them want them. But in the black community, they feel that we're not good. We're no good.
So why is it that we have more family couples in the white community than we do blacks?
Because the society, the system is geared to keep blacks away from it, a man and woman away from each other. And we fall right into that. You got people like Dave who's been married for 80 years, and it's a good thing.
But according to Dave, what Dave was trying to get out was that before, during the 1960s, before that, after World War II, most of your white women was on welfare.
Yeah.
So they didn't implement this 1960 keep the man out of the house thing, which was more geared up towards our community than it was for theirs. Because the white man was still in the neighborhood, was still in the family, still in the family to this day. So what is in their DNA to keep their family together than is not in ours?
It's not nothing in DNA. It's about populace. It's about the white community. It's about keeping the white community thriving. Why? Look at it now. By the year 2050, 2060, whites will be minorities. That's why you think Trump doing what he's doing? And I hate that we put his name in here
Did it again.
Well, why do you think he's doing what he's doing?
Put it in the pot. Put the money in the pot.
Yeah, because he already know this. They get rid of the Latinos as much as they can because they're going to be the majority.
So they're slowing them down. They're slowing down. Slowing down.
Yes. That's what they're doing. They're doing that right now. But to say you don't need a man, it's preposterous. It's just crazy. It's crazy for these women to think that they can do it on their
But
own.
I mean, it shows. I mean, it shows. Now you got all these little. I laugh at these little balloon popping things, and you got 8 or 9 women trying to get this one particular man. You know. So it's women. I mean, they may say they don't want a man,
But they do.
They do.
But here's the
They
thing.
do.
They go shopping. And when I say shopping, these women nowadays are not stupid. They don't just want anything. And that's why I think a lot of them stay single or by themselves.
Right.
Because they don't
something that they know they cannot achieve.
Exactly. But then you got to also look at it like this. Where are the good brothers? Where are these brothers that stand for the long haul? Where are these brothers that's in the struggle who wants to say, if we go, we struggling, I'm still going to stick it out? Where are these brothers that's going to take care of business? Because I'm looking at, and I'm being honest, man, the generation, this young generation, that was it, 20, the 30 to 40 generation, they disappear, man. These young brothers ain't doing nothing but sitting there playing video games all day. And these women complain, but you stick with them. Because you let them sit there 7, 8, 9 hours to play video games while you go out and get the job. You pay the bills. You take care of the kids. And then they want to argue and fuss with you, even maybe in some cases fight you. Because they not getting what they want. Because you not treating them like a man. Well, baby boy, being a man means taking care of the house. There's God, then there's the house, which is God, man, and wife. So that means after God, you as the man, you're supposed to take care of this foundation. But a lot of these brothers, like I said, in the age, between the ages of 30, 35, 45, whatever, 30, 45, whatever, all that age. Not our age bracket, because we was taught. We was taught by something, old heads.
And shown.
And shown.
Right.
We seen it. My stepfather took care of all the bills. And my mama in our house. Took care of all that. So what these boys doing, and I at first I used to say that's our fault because we didn't teach them. That's not true. We taught them, they wasn't listening. A lot of these young men that's coming up, like I said, between 30 to 40. That's around, we can have 17 years, we had kids then. But around that age, these boys ain't doing nothing with themselves.
So how would you tell a woman how to recognize a good woman for her, a good man for her?
I just told you. First, for me, how he treats his mother. That's very important to me. Because if a man treats his mother very well, 9 out of 10 he's going to treat you that way. Second, how he takes care of his business. Is he responsible? Do you have to be on his head about everything?
Right.
Is this a man that you don't have to tell him what to do? He know how to take charge and take care of responsibilities, do what he's supposed to do.
And if he's living by himself, he takes care of,
Yeah.
he knows how to take
He
care
ain't
of
live with his
himself.
mom and daddy.
Right.
He ain't
He
sleeping
knows
in
how
the
to
basement.
He knows how to take care of himself.
He know how to survive on his own.
Right.
Can he do that?
Right.
Not only that, surviving on his own, can he survive with you?
Right.
And if y'all have children,
Right.
and you find that out easy.
He ain't got no, he in debt, a lot of bills.
Right. And you find that out
He's
easy.
taking care of the vehicle here that he uses just like to work. And he making sure he goes to work.
And he ain't asking you to borrow money to pay bills.
Right.
Because when he start doing that, it's gonna be worse. Y'all get together, get married.
Right.
Because then he's gonna expect you to pay. Because we're married.
Right.
I'm expecting you to do
already
this.
taking care of his
If he
own
ain't taking care of
self.
his business, run.
Right.
Run. Because he's not going to be able to do it
Right.
if y'all get together.
Right.
He's going to lean on you to be the helpmate. And I know it says helpmate, but he's going to lean more on you to do more.
Right.
Because he's already in debt. And if you know this, run.
And
No,
then
that's the same way with a woman.
Yeah.
You see a woman.
I was going to ask you, how would you tell your son to recognize a good woman?
Follow your mama's example.
Oh, he did.
And the reason I say that, again, you know your mama gets up every morning to go to work. You know your mama take care of her bills. You know your mama does what she has to do. So, find a woman that does the same thing on her own. Now, she got to be on her own. Taking care of all that. Just like this, you want the guy to be able to take care of his own self. He can show he can take care of his own self. He can he can help take care of you too. So that's it, you know. But like I said, it's just a different world we're living in now. And it may not actually. It may not be different. I don't know. Maybe things has always been like this. You know. I really get. Maybe things have always been like this. I can think of aunts and uncles who went through their fair share of stuff. You know. Oh no, it's just like I said, black families is few and far, you know.
It is because when you hear a black couple being together for 30, 40 years, you're like, wow.
Right.
Because you just don't
You're
see
shocked.
that. You're shocked because you just
Shocked.
don't see that no more, man. And it's because I think we all seem to get away from what's right. You know what I'm saying? We all think it's something better on the other side. The grass is green on the other side. and it's not.
Right.
It's not. We don't want to stick it out. You know, and I say that because I've been there. I've been in relationships, in a marriage, that it's like, I don't know about this.
How many times were you married?
About 7. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
You ain't say it right. So say, damn. No, 2.
So,
But
Would you do it again?
yeah, oh yeah, I'm looking for that woman. Not no woman that I need to take care of. I want a woman who's got it together.
Right. Well, I mean, this
We
age,
can
that's
do-
right.
right,
That's age. You
right.
don't want to be bothered with somebody
Thank you.
who's struggling.
Who got it together.
Right.
We can do things together.
Right. I don't want.
You know, I don't want nobody. Every time I turn around, you need to get this. You need money to get this
Right.
done and that done. No.
Again, I'm
No.
looking at. If I was in that situation, I would say I'm looking at what you driving,
Yeah.
how well you take care of that.
Yeah.
You got your own place.
Thank you.
I got my own place.
Thank you.
do you think that he let his woman take care of his piles?
That ain't my pal. I don't know what the hell you talking about, but I ain't got no pals. Hey man, you better quit saying that because people look that up and see what it is. I don't give a damn. Both of y'all better quit saying that. You didn't bring it in this, but you better quit saying that, man. I don't give a damn.
All right.
I don't care who started it. Y'all better quit saying this so people look that up and say, oh, he do.
I was just piling it on.
Watch him when he get up.
For the audience, it's my back that's hurting. People keep talking. These two clowns keep talking, but it's my back that's hurting.
Just piling it on.
This is why you don't. This is why you don't do a podcast with 2 idiots. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying which 2 now, because we all get a little idiotic here and there. No, I just don't believe in these women saying that they don't need a man. I disagree with it.
Everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs somebody, right? And I disagree with a man saying he don't need a woman.
The older you get, the more.
So
you
at your
realize.
age right now, we can't talk to you because you're married. But would you date a woman who's still taking care of her grown son?
No, because when we get together or we become serious, your son call and say he need this, you gonna give it to him. And let's say we married, we got a joint account. You taking out our account to get to him. We're not doing that. No sir. No sir.
Man, when you say grown, how grown are you talking about?
Over 22.
Oh no, take care of self.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his own.
Yeah. No,
He's
no.
staying with me.
Yeah.
Or we're staying with
But then you got
Staying
woman.
in the basement.
You staying in the basement of her house.
Yeah,
No, I can't do that,
wrong.
bro.
Something wrong there.
Because every time we doing something, he there.
Right.
Right. Either you refuse.
Oh, I can't never come over your house
Either
because
you
he
refuse
there.
to let him go, or he refuses to let you.
One of the two.
You can't walk
One
around
or
in your
two.
underwear.
I can't walk around in my underwear because he there.
Yeah.
You know, no, I'm not dating a woman who's taking care of a grown kid. Because at
Male or
that
female?
age, male or female,
Either.
either or.
I'm with him. No,
Because
no.
at that age, he or she should have done
Should have been
something.
on there, right.
They should be doing something. You know, if you tell me, oh, my son, he had to come back to the house because he just got divorced, and that's totally different.
Right.
Or she just got divorced. That's totally different.
Right.
But they still got to have a time frame on that.
But what about if the mother moves in with the child?
No. Because, I mean, you ain't got your shit together.
Oh.
You ain't got your stuff together. That you had to go move in with your son or daughter. Now, if it's temporary, that's different. Because, yes, let's just say, once again, I got a divorce. They gave him the house. Or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She had to get a house. That's a whole different story. But if you just got to move with your daughter because you can't pay your bills,
Right.
you got where your car? It got repossessed? Oh, I'm in between cars. No, baby, that means you in between jobs. Well, what are we doing here? That's a bill that I'm going to have to take care of.
So now you became a liability.
Now you became a liability. I don't need no liabilities at this age.
It's a-
No, I might as well go get me a 30-year-old just screw and just sit her on her way.
Right.
At least I got to fulfill her. $40, $40, whatever. But the fact remains, I might as well do that than get with a woman my age that moved back with her daughter because she couldn't take care of her bills. She got evicted from her house because she couldn't take care of her bills. I'm not doing that, bro. That's going in the world asshole backwards. I can't do it for what? That's not helping though. That's you creating a problem for yourself and her because now you become an enabler. Because now she's going to depend on you to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. Am I right? So now, like I said, that's another bill for you that you never expected. So now you got to put an extra, what, $1,000 to $1,500 on your bill? No. Because maybe, let's say she got a car. If she's staying with her daughter, now she got to find a way to pay that car. She looking at you. Well, you are my man. You should be doing this for me. You should be doing that for me. But that's what you signed up for, especially if you knew in advance. Now, if you didn't know, okay. But most of the time, you're going to find out. So, yeah, that's what I'm at on that. What about you? You ain't answering them questions. What about you?
I'm dating the handicap.
This dumb mother.
Yes, they gotta have a handicap sticker.
Because you know they going to get back. They got somebody coming in.
No, they gotta place the park.
They got... He said they got where to park.
Park up front.
Park up front.
Woo! Y'all got to excuse them. Well, it's about time to go ahead.
Yes.
Well, I guess we got closing remarks. You want to go first, X? Or Dave? It don't matter.
I ain't got no closing remarks. Yeah, relationships today. I don't know. I guess things are just different, but again, things are the same in some instances. My kids, y'all know better. Y'all know who I am. So y'all know how we as your mother and father. So y'all know things. Yeah. Everybody take care of themselves. Next.
I would say that it falls on the church now to teach some type of resolution. Before the young people come up and have they left high school and evidently let me finish. Their environment wasn't teaching them on conflict resolution. So now it's up to the church to have some kind of resolution protocol to teach them conflict resolution. And that's a big part of having a relationship, is being able to resolve whatever difference is that you may have in an adult fashion respectfully. Instead of just, you know what, I don't want to be here no more, took my game and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? We got to have some kind of conflict resolution to go along with the conversation of relationship. And I think that will solve a lot of this.
Me, personally, I disagree with that, but everybody's got their own opinion.
Thank you very much.
I think that as you become an adult, you do adult things. As the Bible said, when I was a kid, as a child, I thought as a child. When I became an adult, I put away childish thoughts. So as you get older in life, it's not, to me, to kind of touch on what you're saying, it's not about conflict resolution. It's about knowing what's right and what's wrong. It's about being an adult, taking care of your business. Just like you said, oh, I can play the game for 2 and 3 hours. That's a decision. When you become an adult, you do adult things. When I was a kid, I thought as a kid. When I became a man, I put away childish things. So my thing is, once you elevate to that status of being an adult, you act like an adult. Don't keep saying, oh, well, maybe they wasn't taught this. You was taught to smoke weed. You was taught how to do all these things that adults do. Smoke cigarettes, whatever. You was taught how to drink. You seen that you picked that up because that was a learned behavior, right? You didn't just were born and say, oh, I can drink. That's a learned behavior. Everything we do is a learned behavior. So you should learn how to take care of yourself. 9 times out of 10, most of us growing up are taught or shown how to be adults by our parents. What they do, what bills, they got a roof over their head. How did they get that? They were shown that they need to have that. So they need to get a job. They need to get a car. They need all this kind of stuff. This was taught. It was shown and taught. So conflict resolution, I disagree with that. But to each his own. I still believe that as an adult, you do adult things. You learn from what your peers have showed you. If you did learn, it's because you weren't paying attention. But that's on you, not nobody else. I yield.
I yield.
Oh, I was supposed to say that too? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm Shield.
Till next time, we're signing off from the itis. Have a great day.
Peace out. You ain't say a damn thing about the church till the end.
Right.